Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Flip Those Cryptos. I'm Joshua, and this is not financial advice. It's just me trying to sprinkle you with a little bit of knowledge. It's just up to you whether you run with it or not. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. What up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Guys, I'm telling you, Bitcoin is going to do some correcting. So listen. You know, the alpha that I'm going and getting when I'm not doing videos is from some pretty, reputable people. They've experienced halvings already. They've already experienced, cycles. So they know what's going on. They know what's going to happen. You guys just got to listen. You need to quit letting it go in one ear and out the other. You need to soak up the information and run with it, like I always say. I mean, come on, guys. Don't be dumb. This is the cycle of all cycles. That's all I keep hearing, okay? And it all started with the Bitcoin ETFs. I was excited for those. I thought it was gonna make Bitcoin moon. But I was wrong, okay? I was wrong. It was all hype. That's all it was. It was all hype. That's why Bitcoin took off, the way it did those couple weeks, prior to the to the ETFs happening. And yeah, there's a part of me that should have listened, but I didn't, and I am where I am, and it's a lesson learned. Okay? It's not like I took a financial hit or anything, but I could have gotten things cheaper at the end of the day. Okay? Way cheaper. So this time around, I'm listening. I'm not going to, do what I've been doing. I'm actually going to listen. Why? Because they've already experienced this. They've already gone through this. We can't sit there and act like we know what's going to happen because we don't. Okay? They don't know what's going to happen, but all they can do is give their opinion and go off of what data says. Okay? So I'm going to listen. Bitcoin is going to go down to probably 32,000. I'd say the lowest 28, 29, but it's okay though, you guys. It is. I'm honestly cheering for Bitcoin to drop because then I'm going to be able to get in on some projects that I didn't get in on. I'm going to be able to drop the average on some of the bags that I'm in right now or that I have on projects. Guys, just do some research, watch some videos on Bitcoin, look up, data on what happens before Bitcoin halvings. And it's going to show you everything that's going on right now. It's going to say, hey, you're going to see a pump, you're going to see Bitcoin doing some things, kind of give you a tease, and then it's going to go right back down. Because the bulls are getting set up by the bears. And guys, just check this out, okay? This is actually pretty cool. So we got the first halving ever, okay? The first halving occurred on November 28th, 2012. And it reduced the block reward to 25 BTCs from 50 BTCs. And look at the price of a Bitcoin in 2012. $13. Man, what the hell was I doing in 2012? I sure in the hell wasn't in cryptocurrency. That's for sure. But look at the following year's peak. $1,152. Think about the people that put $1,000 on this and just chilled and waited to see what would happen. Oh man. Oh man. Prior to the first halving, Bitcoin was unknown to almost everyone but the cypherpunks who worked on the tech in its infancy. When the price in dollars ballooned from double digits to over 1,000, however, Bitcoin did begin making some headlines. Well, of course it did. Why wouldn't it? But for the most part, the burgeoning asset class wasn't taken seriously by anyone outside the community. And damn, weren't those people a bunch of idiots for not listening or taking this seriously. Especially the guy that sold 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Yo, buddy, if you watching this video, I bet you're slapping yourself. By the time the price had fallen back to near $200 in 2015, critics proclaimed the bubble had burst and Bitcoin was dead. Damn, that's strike 2. This trend would continue during the cycles to follow. And then you got the second halving. So if you guys didn't know, Bitcoin halvings happen every 4 years, okay? The second halving occurred on July 16th, 2016 and reduced the block reward to 12.5 Bitcoins. Okay, the price at time of halving, $664. And then the year's peak, $17,000. Damn, that's a jump right there, guys. Phew, that's a jump. The second halving saw Bitcoin and crypto burst into the spotlight, with a wave of media criticism washing over the asset class. The altcoin and ICO boom occurred during this time, bringing with it many unfortunate scams and failed crypto startups. That's one thing, guys, I want to say. Be careful for scams. You know, eventually you're going to see people probably going into my comments and saying, hey, I recommend this person to invest for you, that person to invest. Don't give anybody to invest your money. You drive your own vehicle. You do your own thinking. Don't let somebody else think for you and spend your money. It's retarded, okay? So watch out for those scams. The third halving occurred on May 11th, 2020 and reduced the block reward to 6.25 Bitcoin. Price at the time of halving, $9,734. And then that's when Bitcoin hit its all-time high. 67,000. Well, you know, I think it was more like 69,000 because I remember seeing it. So it just shows you what Bitcoin has done over the years and what it's going to do over the years. Guys, after the halving, there's no telling where Bitcoin's going to go. It's going to open so many doors for itself because of these institutions and the fact that we have more people in crypto now than we did in 21, okay? In 21, there were about 300 million people in crypto. Now in 2024, from a study from crypto.com, or not crypto.com, CoinMarketCap, there's about 575 million people in crypto. That's almost doubled, guys. That's so much more money in this cycle than there was in the last. That should tell you what's going to happen this cycle, okay? So, halving 3 was different in that it occurred during the pandemic. Yeah, the pandemic, of course. We all remember this silly shit. When most of the global economy had been shut down, despite this, the price pattern for Bitcoin mostly held true to previous cycles. It was also during this time that billionaire investors like Paul Tudor Jones and Michael Saylor first began to announce they had made allocations to Bitcoin. In each of these cycles, the halving effect on the Bitcoin price was similar and displayed a pattern. A substantial rally leading up to the halving, followed by a brief correction and a period of consolidation before the major bull run and blow off top. The peak occurred approximately 18 months after the halving each time. This is a highly simplified yet accurate description of the last 3 cycles. Basically, what they're saying is that 18 months after every halving, that's when the market had peaked, and that's when people started to pretty much, ladder their way out on their positions. So that's what that means, okay? In the late 2023, many believe the market is now in the pre-halving rally stage of the cycle, okay? And it is, guys. It's we're getting there. We're about, 90, 80 days away. Predictions for the Bitcoin halving 2024. The Bitcoin price halving in 2024 is unique in that it coincides with the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States of America. There's also the matter of interest rates, as Bitcoin has historically done well in a lower rate environment. Although 2023 has proven the asset can do well during times of higher rates as well. Many market observers believe the Fed is done raising rates and may begin rate cuts in 24. Of course they will. This is a very big year for politics. We got the presidential race coming up. There's going to be a lot of things, guys. Codex sees a Bitcoin price peak at above 170,000 in August 2025 before a retracement level to 95,000 to 100. So it shows you guys that we're going to peak out at about 170, and then as we start climbing back down and get ready for the bear market, we're going to be chilling around 95 to 100,000. And then we're going to start the bear market. And that's where you start doing lots of research. You start looking at some new projects that are coming up. You get back into your old projects that you were in during this cycle. So, popular analyst CryptoCon sees a new high of around 130,000 about 4 years after the previous high, or sometime around November 2025. Marshall, Beard, and Gemini threw out the 100,000 price figure given Bitcoin reaches its previous high of 69,000. And then the final thoughts on Bitcoin having price predictions in 2024. Time will tell which Bitcoin price predictions for 2024 having come true, if any. As always, we recommend doing your own research, staying on top of the latest industry happenings, and never investing more than what you can afford to lose. And they're even telling you what we all tell you guys. So be careful on what you do. Be careful. Just be careful. Watch out for scams. Watch out for all that stuff, because that's going to be out there. Especially once the market starts really going. Guys, just be careful. Be ready to deploy your dry powder. And, happy trading, guys. Have a good Sunday. Peace out.